Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Afifa Khairunisa Singatupang and my student number is 24107320033. And today in this video, I'm going to explain the basic concept of morphology, which includes morpheme, free morpheme, bond morpheme, affixes, root, and stem. So starting off with morphology, what is morphology? Morphology is one of linguistic branches that study about word structure or word combination and how are they formed. It focuses how we combine word parts to create new words or phrases. It can also change the meaning or the grammatical function. For example, in a word government. So government is a combination of morphemes that already change the meaning. So govern is a verb, and then by adding the suffix ment at the end of the word, it became a noun. And another example is direction. Direct is a verb, and then by adding the suffix tion, it became a noun, direction. So there's a statement. Every word are morpheme, but not all morpheme are words. What does it mean? So I'm going to explain it from morpheme. Morpheme is the smallest unit of meaning in language that cannot be divided or broken apart. So morpheme divided into two types: free morpheme and bond morpheme. So free morpheme is a morpheme that can stand independently as a word and doesn't need to stick with another morpheme. So we can find that in many vocabulary in English, like happy, cat, pretty, and run, walk, and then believe, and then etc. etc. And while bond morpheme are not independent morpheme. Why? Because they can't stand alone. So they need free morpheme to be attached with. For example, prefix pre in preview, suffix ness in kindness or in happiness, suffix li in lovely, suffix ing in running, and etc. Even though bond morpheme can stand alone, it play an important role in changing the meaning and grammatical function. For example, as in a word cat, function as the plural marker. So from one cat, it become more than one cat. That's the function of bond morpheme. Moreover, I will explain about affixes, root, and stem. So affixes is a morpheme that needs to be attached with root or stem. So affixes divided into three types: prefix, infix, and suffix. Infix rarely found in English words, so it's hard to find one word using infix. So commonly they use suffix in and prefix in English word. So prefix attached at the beginning of word. For example, un in unhappy changes meaning into the opposite, while the suffix attached at the end of the word, for example, ness in kindness, change from adjective to noun. So next one is affixes basically is a bond morpheme. Next, roots. Roots is a morpheme that is morpheme or a basic word that carries the main meaning, and it can stand alone as a word. So basically, root is free morpheme. For example, like and happy, pretty, happy, and run and walk and cry and stone, fire, water, and etc. And lastly, we have stem. So stem is a base form of word. It can be just the root or the roots with affixes. So, for example, unhappiness. Unhappiness, uh, um, unhappiness. Base, uh, base, base, base form of word is happy. Happy actually itself is a stem, but it can also be added. It can also added some affixes. Like for the first stem is root, and then the first stem is ness. The suffix ness. So happiness. And then we can add more stem, the prefix un, so it became the word unhappiness, so it became full word. And then another example, unbelievable. So the root is believe, and then we can add uh, one stem suffix, which is able, so believable. And then we can add more stem at the beginning, so we can add un to create unbelievable, so unbelievable became a full word. Maybe that's from my explanation and based from my understanding.